Hi guys, my name is Crystal and welcome back to my channel. Today is my first actual video and I'll be sharing 5 simple habits that have helped me stay calm amidst the busy life of running a business. Caveat that I'm not a naturally calm person and I find it hard to stay consistent with my habits, but these habits have really changed my daily routine and mood throughout the day and also my productivity. So I hope that you guys find them useful. So for the first habit is waking up with an alarm clock or setting it on your smartwatch. So every night I set my alarm on my smartwatch or my normal alarm clock, which is not on my phone, and I charge my phone across the room so that I don't look at it first thing in the morning. The point is to increase friction such that you don't look at your phone first thing in the morning. That might lead to endless scrolling on social media and frantically replying to messages. This was such a game changer for me, especially during the first year when I just started running my business and I had a small team, because I was anxious to look at my phone early in the morning to see the messages that I've received while I was asleep and also to see if there were any urgent fires for me to put out. This led to anxiety, which really sets the tone of my day, since early mornings are such a rare time where your mind is really clear, and it's actually very useful to use these times during the day to actually think about creative things and be inspired. So it's a very good time to instead read or write. For the second habit is meditation or sitting in silence early in the morning. So since your mind is really clear, it's a very good time to start with happiness and gratitude, and that is setting the tone for the entire day. So meditation has been one of the things that have been really daunting for me to continue and also start, because I generally have a lot of thoughts and it's really hard to focus. I used to stress over not being able to focus and not seeing the point of meditating, but I really think now that it's like practice to handle our worries and letting go about our fears in real life. And those are just 2 of the many benefits that I've experienced through meditation. And it's been quite a unique experience, because how I started meditating was after this silent retreat where you meditated for 7 days without a phone. And even if you went with somebody that you knew, you're assigned to one bedroom by yourself and you're not supposed to talk, you're without your phones, and you can even have to do without eye contact every day. So it was really a unique experience where you really focused on yourself and be present. So the third habit is journaling, and the friends that I've been talking to recently know that I'm entirely obsessed with this because it has really proven beneficial for my life. The method that I'm using is called Morning Pages, which is from a book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And what the Morning Pages is like a journaling method where you write 3 pages by hand first thing in the morning about whatever is on your mind. It's just like a brain dump. So it's a bit different from normal journaling methods where it's more like a diary and you recount what has happened to you in the previous day. So it's a bit different since you can just talk about whatever you want in whatever way you want, and it doesn't have to be proper because nobody's going to read it anyway, not even yourself. You'll just write everything down and you just forget about it. It's so soothing because it's just like personal therapy, and me personally, I do a shortcut and I don't really do it by hand, but I'm doing it on an app called Day One, which is a journaling app. You can have several journals and it's easier for you to find things because you can search. So I converted, so 3 pages on a notebook is usually 1,500 words. So I tend to write 1,500 words, but it's not that strict. So sometimes when I don't really have that many thoughts and things to write about, I tend to write less than that. So the first reason why I find journaling really helpful is because I generally like to talk, and sometimes I feel the need to talk out my problems to a friend or to a family member whenever I have a problem which I can't really solve myself. But sometimes the person that you're talking to might not be ready to listen to what you have to say and can't really relate. So I find journaling really helpful in the sense that it's like having a safe space to figure out your problems and having an audience that is loyal and listening to you. Another thing is that I've usually have the habit of putting things off when it seems too daunting or stressful to start, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. These things burden your mind and affect your mood, and sometimes I don't even know the reason why I'm feeling a bit down. And journaling has helped me to identify these things, because if it keeps on recurring in your journal entries, it's probably something that you have to resolve and do. The fourth habit is related to the third one. So I usually put a calm playlist while I'm journaling. So I've been really liking these 2 playlists, which is a Ghibli Cafe playlist, and another one is a Rain Nintendo playlist. And it really sets the mood for the entire day. It makes me calm, and if you really like the sound of rain like me, it really is calming and soothing, and I just find it really, really nice. For the fifth and final habit is prioritizing and having a daily highlight each day. So the reason why I usually am stressed out is because I have an endless list of things to do. Because firstly, it already is stressful to have a long list of things to do, and I always give myself pressure thinking that after I finish all these things, I would feel better and less stressed, so let's just get it over and done with. And secondly, because of this mindset, I end work really late and thinking that, oh, I've accomplished so many things today, so I deserve to reward myself by just switching my brain off and just relaxing. And I end up sleeping really late, which makes me not have good sleep. And that's causing, thirdly, to make me have the next day feeling really tired and making my mood very low and thus being not so productive. And that just leads to a very bad cycle of not sleeping enough and being tired and not being productive. So what is the point? Is there really a point in actually finishing all those tasks in one day? It might be counterintuitive that the key to achieving more, and maybe in terms of quality, not quantity, is to realize that 24 hours is not a lot of time, and you should prioritize the things that you absolutely have to finish to actually call it a good day, and realize that we can't do everything and we should just prioritize on being efficient and doing well on things that actually matter on that day. And I really find this quote useful and pulls me back to how I should really approach my to-do list. When everything is a priority, nothing is, by Karen Martin. So what I do is have one daily highlight, which is something that I absolutely have to finish, but I still struggle to do so I end up with 3 these days. And the rest of the things on my to-do list will go into my may-do list. So after I finish these 3 tasks, I can actually decide to carry on doing the other things on this list, but no pressure. I guess no pressure is really the key towards it, because whenever you are giving yourself pressure, you just end up not being able to provide quality work and just isn't very healthy in general. So yeah, have a daily highlight. So closing thoughts, I think one of the biggest things that I've learned about having a sustainable habit is to lower the bar and really focus on just showing up. You really shouldn't worry about skipping a day when you're really tired, because during my meditation practice, initially I was very ambitious and aimed to have an hour of meditation every single day. But whenever I was unable to focus, it made me really stressed over the fact that I wasn't able to have maximum results during my sessions, and I started to question why I'm even doing this. And when I'm really tired, sometimes I would skip a day or two and fret over that so much that I just end up not doing it anymore. But these days I give myself some slack and I just allow myself to just do it for 30 minutes. And no matter if I were able to focus or not, after 30 minutes, I would just carry on to the next thing and not worry about it too much. I realized that with this mindset, I was able to sustain the habit for a longer period of time because I have lower expectations of myself. So I just end up doing it again and again and improving slowly, bit by bit, each day. Because in the end, the improvements compound each day. Instead of just doing it very intensively in one period of time, it's better for you to continually improve yourself bit by bit if you do it consistently every day, because it adds up. And speaking of habits, I really recommend Atomic Habits by James Clear, which is a book that's such an easy read and relatable on so many levels. It's like a manual to create a system to build sustainable habits more easily. I'm planning to do a book review episode on this, so if you're interested in forming habits that sustain for a long time, please do check it out. And if you guys have any suggestions on habits that make you more calm and more productive, I'm really interested to know, as I'm always trying to improve my daily habits so that I can be more productive, calm, stay sane while running a business. So please let me know, and see you in the next one. Bye!